So as you can see, I do follow my own advice and pick up books that I talk about, but I've got another Star Wars pick for you. And this one may even be harder to get and hotter in the long run. You want to find out what that pick is? Stick around. Welcome back, family. Thank you so much for joining it again. When I was looking at the picture after I took it, for the display of the video, I was thinking I really should turn these around so this way maybe I'll get some product placement or something. I like Fresca. What can I tell you? It's 0 calories because I need that. And I like the taste of grapefruits, and it's just water. It's, sparkling water, so it's fine. Anyway, getting on to Star Wars. So last week, a new character appeared in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video game, and which is through Electronic Arts, and it's licensed through Disney. And these guys are pretty much, they'll give you enough to get to like 3 stars on a character, but to get to 7 stars quickly, which of course the people with the money want to do, you have to pay for those shards. I don't do that. I'll wait. I've got a good enough team without all these new characters that I will slowly work my way through it. I'm actually just finishing up my Bad Batch people right now. So, except Omega. She seems to be the slowest to farm. It's driving me crazy. Where was I? Oh, okay. So, last week they introduced Dash Rendar, who... You're not going to introduce a character in a video game that people pay for those characters if they're not characters that are going to be in the limelight, if you understand what I'm saying. So my speculation is that with the Book of Boba Fett coming out, The Mandalorian Season 3 coming out, that these guys are getting the jump on it and putting out characters that as soon as people see them on the screen, like, hey, that's in the video game, I want to have him too, blah, 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 blah. So I think that Dash Rendar is going to be somewhat of a character in the Book of Boba Fett. In the books, he has ties to Boba Fett. And if that's the case, then the comic book appearances are also going to spike. So last week, I recommended picking up Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, number 2, which is Dash Rendar's first appearance. It's from 1996. And I grabbed myself a copy of in 9.8 white page. Boy, you think about it, this is 25 years ago. Time flies as you get older, guys. It really, really does. It's a direct sale. It's not a newsstand edition, but it's a really nice comic, and it's got Boba Fett right on the cover. So, hopefully, I'm right on that. But speaking of now Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, another character was introduced, and I started researching, and this one character actually, I think, is going to be in The Mandalorian Season 3. And I think he's going to be a big character going forward. And that character, as you see here, probably can't see me anymore because I put this whole thing on, is Kyle Katarn. I first misread it. I thought it said Katan. I'm like, what is this, Bo's brother? No. And no, Bo Katan doesn't have a brother. Well, anyway, that's a separate story. Kyle Katarn is a Master Jedi, and his biggest claim to fame is he was at the Jedi Academy. He was one of the big trainers there. He was actually second only to Luke. And this is a very, very popular character. Now, if Grogu went with Luke Skywalker, are they going to deep fake Luke? Or are they going to... I don't think that they're going to just say, okay, that's it. We're not going to see Grogu ever again. I think Grogu is still going to be going forward. He's, put bluntly, too big of a cash cow for Disney right now, and the world hasn't overcome COVID yet, so they still need their money. He's a fan favorite as well, and I don't see Grogu going away, but I do see them building the Jedi Academy. I do see that this is becoming part of canon, and even though I think Sebastian Stan could play an excellent Luke, and I know there are going to be people that say that he can't play Luke, only Mark Hamill can play Luke. The only person who can actually decide that, I'm sorry, is Mark Hamill. And Mark Hamill has stated he's fine with Sebastian Stan playing Luke Skywalker. So as long as Mark's okay with it, I have no say in the matter. I need to shut up regardless of what my feelings are. Because if Luke says it's okay, it's okay. So, what do you call it? Kyle Katarn's first appearance is in Star Wars Tales number 21. This is a Dark Horse book that came out in 2004. And I think that they will be using Kyle Katarn going forward in the Jedi Academy. I think that's the easiest way of building the Jedi Academy, is having his second in command training these new Jedis. And the excuse could be nice and simple, is that Luke is off recruiting others. You know, he's not here right now, and I'm his drill sergeant, if you will. And I'm sure they'll still have appearances by Luke from time to time, but I think the main head of the Jedi Academy will be Kyle Katarn. And if that's the case, like I said, his first appearance is the Star Wars Tales number 21. Now, there are two covers for this. One is here, the cover A, which is the Darth Vader cover. And then you have the cover B, which I did see newsstand editions of these as well. But I personally think that the cover A, being as it's got Darth Vader on the cover, is going to be your hardest book. And from what I see of the very, very limited sales of this book, this is the one that is higher priced. Now, I don't know what's out there. I really don't. Go through your collections. Go through your dollar bins. You might even find these in dollar bins. I don't know. There are only 4 graded 9.8s. Is that because there are no 9.8s? Because nobody submitted them. My guess is that nobody has submitted them. This is a great opportunity that if you have them in your collection, they're in 9.8 potential, get these puppies in there, get them graded. Because if Kyle Katarn hits, and there's only 4 9.8s on the market, and then you come up with an additional 2, you own 1/3 of the market. It won't be that simple. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's coming up with this, but it's not that prevalent, okay? So I'm going to try and get myself a copy in a raw, because I don't see any 9.8s out there. 9.6s are asking ridiculous prices. Well, high-grade raw books are 30, 40. So I want to pick one up while I can. I'm also going to dive deep into dollar boxes when I get the shows. If I get the shows. If there are any shows. So let me quickly touch base on Hawkeye real quick. So I'm done talking about my Star Wars stuff. If you have not seen Hawkeye yet, this would be your time to, I guess, end the video. Bye-bye. But before you end it, make sure that you click like, click subscribe, check for those notifications, share, tell your friends. Anyway, building up the channel. Got my giveaways on New Comic Book Day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to check out those videos. And, of course, tier level subscribers, as well. All right, so I'm going to be talking about Hawkeye. This is your second chance. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Okay, here we go. I loved Hawkeye. I loved it. I thought it was really, really good. I have always had a great respect for Jeremy Renner. I loved him even when I watched him on an episode of House. And if you haven't seen that one, you need to Google that episode. Hawkeye is an unappreciated character because I really think that he feels a responsibility for doing this kind of stuff, but he still would rather be home with his family. And he's the only one of the Avengers that really has a family, with wife, kids, So all the others kind of make the Avengers themselves the family. So what's the girl's name? Was it Haley Steinfeld? I'm going to pause. I want to make sure I'm not talking like an idiot there. Okay, so yes, it's Haley Steinfeld. I was right. I'm always so horrible with names. I don't want anybody to ever get offended because of it. But anyway, yeah, she does a really good job in this role. You can tell that it's a character who she wants to be a superhero, but she really has not been trained as a superhero would be trained. I mean, she did not get the same kind of training that Natasha did. Okay, let's be honest. She didn't get the same that Yelena Belova got. No. She went to martial arts classes, and she took some gymnastics, and she practiced, and she got good with a bow. Granted, she's good with all those 3, but that's not the same as your final exam is shoot somebody in the head. Okay? She doesn't have that ruthlessness to her, and she also doesn't have the confidence yet. And it shows because the actress is doing a really, really good job at it. I love the opening number of the Avengers. I could do this all day. The Rogers musical. It kind of really drives home. We've done everything we can with the Avengers. There's nothing else for us to do that's still worth watching. So let's move on to new projects. And I'm looking forward to the next phases of the MCU. I know there are a lot of people that are very skeptical about it, but no, we were skeptical. Come on, guys. Did we really think the Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be good? Did we think that Ant-Man was going to be good? I'll be honest, I didn't think Iron Man was going to be good because I didn't like Iron Man that much as a comic book. But now after watching it, I go back and I reread these older issues of Iron Man and realize how well written it was and how I didn't appreciate it when I was young. I didn't. I mean, the whole Demon in a Bottle series, oh my God, the writing on that is so deep. But, I like how that starts off and how Hawkeye is just trying to spend time with his kids under his wife's, no, you're spending time with your kids. You and the kids, that's it. I'm not helping you. You got to do it yourself. Hawkeye's going deaf, and they give they don't say one specific reason, it's basically a culmination of everything he's done in the last 22 films. Every explosion that's gone off right next to him, it's taking its toll because he's not a super powered individual. He's a well-trained, normal human being that can aim a bow very well, which is why it's very possible to pass the mantle to somebody else. But I don't think he wants to. Now, this whole thing also involves the Ronin outfits, which I'm sorry that if you're gangsters and you can't tell the difference between the voice and the eyes and the body frame of a 22-year-old girl as opposed to a guy in a Ronin suit that was kicking your butt for years, I'm sorry, that was just too dang obvious to me. I mean, Ronin spoke to people. You heard his voice. You could tell between him and her hey, you know what? I think this might be a little girl inside this costume. God forbid any kids go trick-or-treating in a Ronin costume. The gang, mafia is going to beat them up. Finding an unlocked car in Manhattan. Okay, I'm from New York. That doesn't happen. There's no such thing as an unlocked car, especially one with all 4 doors that have to be relocked. Nope, not happening. Not in Manhattan. Little nitpicking things on this. That's fine. I really enjoy the series. I think this is off to a better start than, obviously, WandaVision, a better start than Loki. These are all series that tremendously paid off in the end. But this one pulls you in more right from the beginning. It's not a slow burn. It's not, gee, I hope this gets better. You're entertained right from the get-go. And at the very end of the second one, and when I saw Echo, Maya Lopez, I mean, I was just like, dang, we getting this already. A little side note about the actress that is playing Echo is, I hope I pronounce this right, Alaqua, Alaqua, I think her last name is Cox, Cox. She is a Native American. She is deaf from birth, so she doesn't have to act deaf. She understands it better than we do. So I kudos to that. I know that there have been other deaf actors and actresses in the past, so don't have any fear about their ability to do it. I'm sure that she can. My curiosity is she is actually an amputee. She has a prosthetic leg. So I'd like to see how the action sequences move going forward on this. I'm wondering if this is how we're going to see Charlie Cox Daredevil, because she does originate in the Daredevil comics. Daredevil 9 and 10, her first appearance, first full appearance, first cover appearance, first fight with Daredevil, a whole bunch in that 9, 10, 11 was a Daredevil V2. Well, whichever. The book is spiked. I'm sure it'll get even higher as we get closer to her series. But I'm really looking forward to this. and seeing where this goes. Why is Echo trying to get, why is she, going after Hawkeye and Ronin? Is my biggest gut feeling on this is that she is, like in the comics, working for the Kingpin. I think that we're going to pull Kingpin in. I think we're going to pull in Daredevil. I do not think we're going to pull in Mephisto. Sorry, I had to throw it in there. Guys, so again, you got my Star Wars tip, got my little talk about Hawkeye. I can't fathom the idea of aiming a camera at my face to do a reaction video to the Hawkeye series, because I don't even want to see what I look like. I know it's enough to, when something happens, I scare the dogs out of the house. So thanks for joining me on this crazy ride of comic books and MCU and Star Wars and everything else. And I'm hoping that you guys are having a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm wishing you and your families the best of everything. Until such time, as I see you guys again, don't forget to click like, click subscribe, click on notifications. But as always, I'm out.